know what it was about 2025, but I currently feel like as if I am the black lead, the black woman lead in a Tyler Perry movie. I am the definition of Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I am going through the ringer. I have been going through the ringer. Like 2025, I'm telling you, the way 2025 began and the way 2025 has now coming to a close. Oh yeah, like night and day. Today's drink of choice is a wine cooler that I did a shot of gin in. So put a shot of gin in the wine cooler to kind of give it a little kick. I am taking myself on a self date. I'm going to go get sushi downtown. It's about like 4 minutes for me. Probably less than 4 minutes, probably like 3 minutes from my apartment. So I'm going to go get sushi. I'm just having me a little drink. I've done my skincare. I'm going to do my makeup. And I just want to take myself on a self date. I've never took myself on a date before. And I figured this would be a perfect time for me to spoil myself, go get some sushi, spend some time with myself. I've been trying to do more of that. I don't know if you guys watched my live that was posted, but I am a single woman now. Yeah, started off with a boyfriend. Don't know what happened. I don't want to really get into the details of that because I did say I was going to keep that private. But if I ever get married or something, we'll circle back to all the trauma that I've went through in relationships. But moving on, we're doing our makeup and we're going on a self date. And today, I can honestly say 2025 has been interesting, to say the least. Very interesting, very much so what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I constantly feel like what's going on. So, today we're just going to talk about a very interesting story. If you read the title, then you kind of already know where this is going. And you're probably a little shooken and a little taken back. But that's okay. That's okay. That's why we're having a story time. That's what we're talking about. If this is your first time seeing me, I just want to say, hey girl, hey. My name is Christina, aka Honey Buns. And you are in for a treat. Like, if this is your first story of me, I just want to let you know, go look at the other stories. I promise you, they're just as chaotic and they're just as wild. I promise to goodness. This is how we get down over here, okay? Sit back, eat a snack, enjoy yourself. And you know what I'm saying, turn the speakers up, turn the TV on max volume. Also have my iPad here, and we will be going off of some of these notes that I wrote down because, honey, I don't want to miss anything. Like, I realize, like, now that I'm getting older, I need to take notes. Mind you, I'm only 28, but I need to start taking notes because I be missing stuff, and I be like, dang, I should have said that in the story. I didn't add that. So, nevertheless, it's out of here. 21 and you're old enough to drink, get a drink with me. Let's drink. Let's chill. I don't want to be the one drinking by myself. Like, girl, you gonna let me drink this wine cooler by myself in this wine glass? I know it's a wine cooler, and I bet it's in a wine glass. You know what I'm saying? With a shot of gin. Are you serious? Are you zombie? If you're new here, I will be looking down because I am doing my makeup, but I'm going to be looking at you at the same time, so I don't want you to feel like, what is she doing? What is she looking at? I'm looking at myself, mommy. Let me tell you something. The way I need to organize my makeup bin, because if I'm be doing videos and I'm be doing makeup, there's so many scenes of me cutting out with me just rustling around looking for concealer brushes and all that stuff. So, okay, so let's back it up real quick. This happened about hold on, boom, boom, boom. So this happened about a couple of years ago. I don't even know if I want to put a timestamp on this because he's from my hometown, and I feel like some of y'all might know who he is because I do have a lot of people from my hometown literally clocking the T, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really want to, like, you know, say too much about what's tea and what's going on. But long story short, he used to live in my hometown or whatever. So a couple of years ago, I'm on Snapchat and I'm adding random people or whatever or whatnot. And this was a time when I was like very like active on Snapchat. I'm not very active anymore. I mean, I'll post stuff here and there. It's more so like copy paste from my story. Like if I post something on Instagram, I'll automatically just upload it to my Snapchat just to say I did or whatever. But I hardly ever use Snapchat. I don't think anybody does, to be honest. So So he asked me on Snapchat on like quick ads. And I ended up like following him back or whatever. And we pretty much just, followed each other. Whoop-de-whoop, wop-de-wop. It was nothing that serious. So we follow each other on Snap. We're kind of having like conversations going back and forth or whatever. And he was like, yeah, I'm from, your hometown. And I was like, really? And I was like, well, where do you live now? And he was like, oh, I live XY location that I will not be disclosing because I don't want y'all to know where this man is. For the sake of the story, I have actually spoke to this man and asked him if I could tell this story, and he has actually asked me to tell the story. So for the sake of the story, his name is going to be Escobar. I don't know why he wants to be called Escobar. That's his concern. I don't know. I'm just doing what he asked me to do. Hey Escobar, because I know you're watching this story. Not too much. So Escobar pretty much came in my Snapchat DMs and we were talking and we were going back and forth. Kind of getting to know each other, whatever. At this time, I was like posting my stories, like my Snapchat, like I would like repost my YouTube on my Snapchat for people to go like watch. Now I don't really do that so much just because the amount of like freaks that are on my Snapchat, I don't even do that no more. Also, sidebar, can we really talk about how sexual Snapchat has become? Like, I literally got on there the other day. Like, I literally like post myself, but I won't like go through people's story because I don't care to do that. But like, when I do go through the stories, I be like, okay, y'all really freaked out. Like, I did not know like that Snapchat was the new Twitter, or maybe it's just the people I'm following, or maybe everybody just want to make an OF account. I don't know. But the girls are putting the goodies out. It's nothing but ding-a-lings, coochies, bops, doops, stops. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is getting to be a little too much. I thought this was a kid-friendly app. What happened? Going back and forth, da-da-da-da. I ended up posting one of my stories on one of my YouTube stories on my Snapchat, and he ends up like sliding up on my story and was like, oh my goodness, like you're so funny, X, Y, and Z. But I think that was also his first time figuring out that I was trans at the time. So he was like, oh, I didn't know you were trans, da-da-da-da, but you're funny AF, like, you are a vibe, like, you're hilarious. And I was like, thank you so much. Like, honestly, like, forget pretty privilege. I'm all about funny privilege. When you funny, you can laugh a man out his underwear. But, like, just being pretty, like, it's cute being pretty, no shade. But, like, when you pretty and you funny, yeah, it gets like that in my mind. It gets like that just a little bit. So, I had him basically cackling off of my videos or whatever. And he was just listening to my story times and, whatever. And we kind of like just bonded on conversations or whatever. So I think within like a week of us talking, we weren't even talking for like 2 weeks, when he was telling me that he was actually going to be in coming back to the hometown for this festival that we have like every other year. It's a Black Arts Festival that's like downtown in my city. It comes every 2 years, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna like pull up and show up to the Black Arts Festival. So I was like, okay, that's really dope, like that you're coming to the Black Arts Festival. Like maybe we can see each other there because I'm going on this day. And we both like agreed that we were going on the same day. So I was like, if I see you out there, I'll definitely speak, because we've been kind of communicating through text. And at this point, we've been talking every day for about a week, and I think we had FaceTime, I believe. So it was just pretty much like an inevitable, like when we see each other, like we gonna speak or whatever. And it's literally the day of the festival. So I get cute and I get dressed. At this time, I think I had like some braid backs, and I was wearing like some really, really cute coochie cutter shorts with my booty hanging out the back, and I was just looking like a real hot girl because I knew what I was coming to do. And I was like, if I see this man at this festival, I want to make sure I'm looking real scrum-diddly-yum, because I want you to pull up to the house after the festival thing, yeah? Not to like do anything necessarily, but like I want you to be like, I'm a tease, so I want you to be like on my body. Like I want you to be on my B-O-D-Y. Like when you see me, like I need you to be like, yeah, you want that. Not no high and by, you know what I'm saying? Plus, like, Escobar was tall, he was handsome, kind of like on the skinnier side when I first met him, but he was very tall, very handsome, nice brown complexion, tattoos. I mean, like, like what? I mean, like, I was like, yeah, I need that, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't trying to, like, gas him, because I could tell he's, like, he's used to being gassed. Plus, he used to be like a football player from my school, and he used to play sports. So like he got like that athletic build. He was just skinny with it or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'm not even finna gag him. Like I'm not even finna be on his body because I know that's what the girls are used to doing. Let me kind of give you like a backstory about him though. God damn it! Oh, here go my eyebrow brush. It's always the go eyebrow brush. Mwah. So Escobar is like one of those guys that like knows exactly who he is. He's kind of like that guy in a sense. Like he's very like thriving in his career. He's super smart. I think he's a college graduate. I believe. College graduates, kind of just like on his tens, you know what I'm saying? Has his own place, has his own car. I mean, you really can't tell him anything, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to strike his ego too much by being too much on his Disney ick, but I was trying to let him know, like, yeah, I'm the hottest thing since sliced bread. I mean, I'm the hottest thing that you've seen thus far. No, Rick Ross, you need to be on my body, you know what I'm saying? So he just pretty much has like this, he got this chip on his shoulder, for real. Like, he knows he's that guy. He trying to play off like he's not that guy, but he knows he's that guy. So, I was like, pretty much like saying like when I saw him, I was going to just kind of like be on some teas and stuff, but I wasn't going to like do too much. I wasn't going to do the most. I was going to just keep it cute, you know, whatever. So, time passes. I go to the festival and I'm low-key looking for him, but I'm not looking for him, but we didn't see each other at the festival. In the story. So he was texting me that night and was like, hey, you know, I didn't see you at the festival. Can I pull up on you? Can I come to your house? Whatever. So I was like, yeah. So at the time, I was living in my old apartment. So I was like, yeah, pull up, send him the address. He ends up coming on the way. So he pulls up and exactly what I was expecting. Very handsome, tall, kind of on the slender side around this time. But he was just very like, it was very much what I expected him to be, but more. Like, I think he was more attractive in person than he was over the phone, just because, like, you don't really have a male's attention when they're on the phone for real. I mean, you do, but you don't. Like, they always got something going on. It's always the game. It's always something that they're watching. But, like, for the most part, I got a glimpse of who he was, but in person, in our energy, interacting with each other, it was definitely a whole nother experience. So when Escobar pulled up, he gets out the car, and he's like looking to figure out where my apartment is. And I was like, well, I don't want him to come up yet because I don't want things to move too fast. I'm gonna just go downstairs, meet him downstairs. We'll talk outside in the car or whatever. And he also was a gentleman because he never mentioned like coming up. He was just like, I'm downstairs if you want to come down and like talk and meet each other real quick. But because I think he was down here visiting family, so he really didn't have time to like stay long. It was just more like a high and by type of thing. So Escobar pulls up. He is dressed kind of like street boy. It's like not street boy, but like preppy street boy. Like this nigga had a cardigan on, and like sneakers and like nice fitted jeans. Like very much, everything was very much like a designer. I don't remember the designer to the T, but I do know everything was designer. And his style was just kind of like more so like a breed from like a hood boy to like, I could tell you went to school. You're definitely a college graduate. You're definitely not a hood booger. You might be hood adjacent, but you're not a hood booger. And I kind of like that vibe because I had been like exposed to like the hood dudes, the athletes or whatever. And he was like clean cut, like athlete kind of vibe. Why does this liquor have me sweating? Oh my gosh, I'm so hot. And I haven't even drunk that much. Gets out the car and we're like talking and we're getting to know each other or whatever. And at this time, we're just doing like a lot of eye contact and we're just kind of like, you know, flirting, but like in person now. Because mind you, we had got all the small talk, like what's your name, what's your favorite color, da, 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 over the phone. So when we saw each other in person, it was just strictly just catching a vibe. So I think I was like buzzed at the time. I don't think I was drunk, but I think I was like buzzed. Cause like me and my friends were like talking about going out or something, but we never really did. We were just kind of like drinking in the house. So when I came downstairs, he was just kind of like, hey, what's up? So we're talking and we're just chit chatting and everything's cool or whatever. And the connection, like you couldn't deny that the connection was not gonna be that. Like sometimes you meet people and you just automatically know like that the sex is gonna be tea. Like you could just tell like, yeah, we're actually like, and when we finally get past this little welcoming stage that we're in and we get to the bedroom, yeah, it's going down. Like, I can already tell it's gonna be one of those nights for sure with you. One thing that I really like remember about Escobar to the T that was kind of like significant, he has like really, really nice eyes. Like, his eyes are not like, they're not like any kind of like wild like color or anything. They're brown, but they're like a more like a hazel chestnut brown, and it's just the way that they're shaped and like his facial structure that kind of like makes you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of gives you that that eye. Like, that's just kind of the vibe that he gives. So it was funny because we actually had went to high school together, and I did not know this. And I was like, that's freaking crazy that we went to high school together. Like, I don't even remember us going to school together. And he was like, yeah, I didn't go to your school all 4 years. I ended up transferring, but there was a time where we did go to school together. And I was like, that's crazy. And he was like, yeah, I remember you because you used to be friends with this person, that person, this person. And I'm just sitting here really thinking to myself, like, I had to really be in a bubble at that time, because I swear to y'all, I did not remember him. And I know I didn't remember him because he's fine as hell. Like, I'm like, I would have remembered him. Like, I'm sure I would have remembered him or whatever. So we're like talking and everything. We're flirting. It's a lot of him touching me, I'm touching him, but like in a playful way, nothing too crazy. I ended up giving him a hug, and I just remember when I gave him a hug, like, it's just all about energies. Like, I can feel the energy, like, yeah, he want to take me down, but he's not. We just met Escobar. Slow down. It's just a hug. Slow down. I ended up like taking one of his like bracelets, because he was wearing like these beaded bracelets with his outfit. I ended up taking one of the beaded bracelets, and I was like, well, if you want your bracelet back, you need to come see me or whatever. So like, that was like my way to tease, like, okay, yeah, just walk me upstairs, because he was like, I'll walk you upstairs, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna come inside because I gotta go back to my peoples or whatever, they're expecting me. And I was like, cool. I was like, well, give me your bracelet so I know you gotta come back and see me eventually. So I took his bracelet and he walked me upstairs, a gentleman, and he gave me a hug. Now, when he gave me this second hug, our bodies was a little bit closer, because you know the first hug be like, you know, you be kind of like far away a little bit, or you kind of be like resisting to like be super, super OD close with somebody just because that's your first time meeting them or whatever. So when we hugged that second time, baby, our bodies was pressed up against one another, and baby, I felt that thing just off the hug. Y'all ain't really got it like me. Like, I ain't even gotta do too much. Like, I reached for a handshake, got a hug. When I gave him that hug at Escobar, you could not even deny that you was not bricked up, because I felt it. I didn't say nothing, but I felt it. Thank you. This was like, you know, this was like when I was a hot little mama. Like, these little shorts that I had on, y'all, when I tell you these shorts was so short, like my whole butt cheek was hanging out the bottom of the shorts. So when he was walking me to the stairs, he's behind me, I'm walking in front of him going up the stairs. I got on these little shorts. Bitch, I knew what I was doing. Like, I literally was walking like I was in a porno. You know how the girls be walking up the stairs like, doop, 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 and they be like mad thick? Yeah, that was me. So I'm walking up mad thick or whatever. So when we get to the door and I give him and he gives me a hug, baby, he's bricked up. But I mean, like, what did I expect? I just showed him the whole honey buns. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, of course she was bricked up. Of course. So we give each other hugs. We say our goodbyes. I don't remember if we kissed. I think it was like a peck. I don't even think it was like a full, like, oh, we're kissing, we're making out. Like, it was none of that. It was literally like, mwah, nice seeing you, can't wait to see you again. Maybe next time we could go on a date or something. Because at this time, I'm not gonna lie, I was not a high value woman, not yet. So honestly, I wasn't even thinking about going on a date, because after I see him in person, I was trying to get to that thing. And I felt that thing on my leg. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all, because lying is something that I never do on this channel. I was trying to get that thing quickly. So after the festival, he ends up going back home. He didn't see me before he left. I think the festival was like on a Saturday or something, and he ended up leaving like that Sunday because he had to go back to work and stuff. So he ended up leaving or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. So we just kind of like talked through text, and we like, you know, talked over the phone, and he was just like, you know, next time I see you, like, it's really gonna be that, you know, I'll come back next weekend, da 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 da. Like, it was all these promises to come back, and I think he actually had to come back for something. So we had already agreed, like, yeah, next time you come back, we're definitely going upstairs, and we didn't like, it wasn't like said that we were gonna go upstairs and we were gonna get on that, but it was just like a known thing, like, yeah, next time I see you, I need that. To see what's going on with the hug, because I knew I felt something going down your leg, touching my belly button, and you're tall, like, you're taller than me, you look a little strong, what do you want to do? So I already knew, like, yeah, next time I see him, it's going down. So I think like a week or maybe 2 weeks had passed, and he was supposed to come back. So I was like, oh yeah, we're on that. So I'm like preparing myself for him to come over or whatever. And you know, I'm like taking a shower, I'm shaving my legs, I'm doing a one, because at this time, instead of going to his people's house right away, he said that he was gonna come to my house first, and he was gonna go to his people's house afterwards. And he said we were gonna like chill and whatever and watch a movie. So he ends up pulling up, and girl, when he pulled up this time, Escobar had a mindset. And I'm gonna tell you about each time that he pulled up, because he didn't just pull up once. So like I said, it was about a week or two that passed. I can't really remember. This was a little minute ago. But he pulls up, and when he pulls up, he's like, you know, we're gonna chill, watch a movie and everything. So he gets there. I think we end up like watching a movie or whatever, and like pretty much like ordering food and just talking and chilling for the most part. And then after we, you know, ate our food and watched the movie, baby, it was time to boom, 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 girl. We get the cracking in that motherfucking bed, and all I'm gonna say is, Escobar, you had that bar on you. I mean, you really surprised me, because when I seen what I was expecting was less. But what came out was more, because he had on tight jeans, so I really couldn't like get a grip of what was going on. But baby, when it came out those jeans and it got to going to work, he really took me through there. Like, I can honestly say, like, I ain't been took through there that many times in my lifetime. But Escobar, he did what we had to do. He took me to the border and back, okay? And the head, the mouth, impeccable. And that's all I'm going to say on that, because this is YouTube, and I don't know how much I can say. But all I can say is, things were flipped and tossed, and I was one of them. Now, the first time, we, of course, you know what I'm saying, safe sex. It's the best sex. So, we definitely was covering it up. And it was not a lasting long event, Escobar. It was not. He literally came in like 2.2 seconds, but I think it was the excitement, and I was really putting that grip on him. So he did, but it's pretty quick the first time. I'm not really a go around for rounds type of girl, so when you got that first little bump to the bump, yeah, boo, that was you. Like, you don't have to do anything more. We don't have to do anything less. Like, yeah, that was it. Like, that was a good little intro. You did put me through there. The mouth was tea. And the only reason why I didn't even really get on him like that was because the mouth was so tea. So we do what we gotta do that first time. It was immaculate. And so then he goes back to his hometown. He goes back to the city that he's living in for like work and school and stuff. So he goes back to school and work. And you know, we kind of are like, we don't have like this relationship where we're talking every day. We have like this thing where like, you let me know when you're in the city. I'm like, okay, pull up on me. He's like calling me as soon as he's touching down. Like, it's more so like, we never really talked about dating, but at the time I was still entertaining my ex as well. So I was still like very much cold, like going on dates, being with my ex or whatever. And my ex was doing whatever he wanted to do, and I was doing whatever I wanted to do. Escobar was just like my little side piece, honest to God. Like, I really wasn't even looking at him like boyfriend material, just because of how our interaction went. Like, it was just so like, we was just on that one thing. So I was just like, yeah, we probably will never be on anything more than just that. But I was okay with that because at the time I didn't really want a boyfriend. I was just kind of like doing my big one. This continued for like maybe a month or so. That we kind of like, you know, he would come into town and I would try to see him. Sometimes I didn't see him because I would have stuff going on. But if I did have something going on, you know, we would see each other, we would link. It was just kind of like, that was like our thing. Like, what's understood don't need to be said. We didn't have to talk about it at all. When he called, I knew what time it was. Okay, thank you. This had probably continued, like I said, for about a month or two. And then after that, he just went ghost. I didn't see Escobar for like almost 6 or 7 months. And I didn't know what happened to him. I didn't know if he had like popped out with a girlfriend. I didn't know if the man fell off a bridge and passed away, God forbid. I didn't know what happened to the man. So when he was gone, I'm like, I don't know what happened. But at this time, I'm single. I'm doing whatever I want to do. Still entertaining my ex. So baby, Escobar being gone was the least of my worries. Today, we're going to do orange blush. I think I'm going to do pink blush because I've really been feeling my pink blush lately. I don't know if it's because it's winter time, but this pink is so bright, but it's so pretty. I always use the one at the top, so I think I'm going to use the pink blush today. So Escobar was gone for like mad long, and I was like, you know, like, I'm not the type that's gonna blow your phone up. Like, if you let me know when you're in town, because that's kind of like the dynamic that we had. You let me know when you're in town, and we're gonna do that one just like that. So randomly I get this call from like, it was like months later, and Escobar hits me up and he's like, hey, like, it's homecoming. I'm gonna be in the city for homecoming because I'm coming to like my old school or whatever. Like, I'm trying to pull up on you and like I'm trying to stay with you the first night. So I'm cooling. Like, at this point, I'm low-key like not catching feelings for Escobar, but I am at the same time. So he pulls up or whatever. And it was homecoming, like I said. So he comes or whatever, and at this time he had told me like, hey, you know, we don't never go on dates or nothing like that. I really want to take you out on a date. Oh, that was another thing, because I like always was complaining to him like, it would be times he would hit me up and I would just dub him, because I'd be like, I'm actually going on a date with somebody. Like, you're not trying to take me out on a date. Like, all you want to do is crack. Like, that's cute and all. But, like, sister needs a date. Mama needs to go out to eat. Like, if a man is trying to do you in, he needs to be running those pockets. Thank you. So, I'm like, you know, you never tried to take me out on a date. You never tried to do anything or whatever. And he was like, well, you know, next time I come down there, I'm going to take you to the movies. And we're going to go to the movies. We're going to get some of the food. And I'm going to do that one that I always do to you. I'm going to eat you up like like the Last Supper. I'm going to eat you up. I'm going to throw it back. And we're going to get into it. So I was excited. So, girl, I got up. I had to lay my wig, did my makeup. I was real cute, like, to the nines. So he pulls up now. This time, because I had not seen Escobar in a couple of almost like 2 or 3 months, I had not seen him or heard from him. So when he came down, baby, I don't know if he was doing his push-ups. I don't know if he was eating his protein. I don't know if he was eating his Wheaties. I don't know if he had got food stamps. I don't know what was going on. But baby, he came back like D1 athlete, like tall, muscular, thick. Like, when I first started messing with Escobar, like, my legs could wrap around him easily. Now it was like, oh no, baby. He got a little width on him now. So I'm like, ooh, baby, I'm already knowing, like, when he walked through the door, he's gonna take me through there. So I'm like, so he pulls up. We ended up not making it to the movies. And I was low-key like blow or whatever. So he was like, well, we're not gonna make it to the movies or whatever, but let's go get some like Wingstop and get some wings. So I was like, okay, cool. So we get the Wingstop. We're ordering the wings. I end up ordering my wings. I was like, are you getting anything? He was like, no. So I was like, you're not going to get no food? He was like, well, I ate on the road, da-da-da-da. Like, I'm not really hungry, but, like, I know you've been waiting to eat, so I'm going to get you some food. So I'm like, okay. So he gets me some food. I eat my food, da-da-da-da. We get back, well, I get my food. We go back to the house. I eat my food. And now he's trying to touch up on my body. But I'm not going to lie, I kind of needed that at the time. So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that one. So we did it. Now that time, I'm not going to lie, he took me through a ringer. Like, normally, he don't be lasting that long. No, this time, he literally had me like, I'm in there like, why yo, no wing bit. Like, it was one of them. I was like, oh yeah, like, I did not know he was going to come and do me all the way left field like that. Like, he really did his one. So afterwards, Normally, I'm thinking we're finna get in the bed and I think we're finna like chill and like, you know, lay up and do our little one and watch a little movie. Girl, he hops up out the bed like, all right, that was fun. Like, on to bigger and better things. So I'm looking at Escobar like, where you finna go? And you just knocked me through the mattress black and blue. Where do you think you're going? So he was like, I'm just going to the bathroom. Like, I'm just going to, you know, rest myself off or whatever. So, because he was talking. He was out to the bathroom. He rested himself off. As he's in the bathroom, all I hear is a phone call.
Hey, yo, bro. Yo. What? Word. I mean, alright, bro. Give me 15.
I'm sitting outside the bathroom like, give you 15 minutes for what? 15 minutes to call him back? 15 minutes to let him know where you're at? 15 minutes to what? Send him a picture, send him a cash app. Like, what are you talking about? Because if you leave this house, I'm telling you right now, Escobar, I'm telling you, because I know it's homecoming weekend, and I know it's mad shit going on, but you told me you was going to take me on a date and spend a day with me. So, like, what are we talking about? So, Escobar, you know, comes back in the room with his head tilted to the side, rubbing his hands together with his broad ass shoulders, like, baby girl, like, it's this bonfire that's going on at the school. Like, I'm about to slide to the bonfire with the bros. Like, I told the bros I was coming down. The bros. Okay, so where was the bros when you just put me through the mattress? Where was the bros when I was literally throwing it back to the back of my throat? Where was the bros? But now the bro, okay, cool. So I ain't even tripped. I'm like, okay, no, we'll go have fun. Enjoy yourself, Escobar. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. So Escobar goes, packs his little suitcase up, and he hits the road, bitch. I mean, baby, I don't even know how he got down the stairs that fast, bitch. He must have jumped down a couple of stairs, because, baby, when I tell you he was in that car like that, baby, he got in that car fast. He gets in the car, girl, I look out the blinds, he's pulling off. When I saw him get in that car and pull off, I blocked him. Because what are you talking about? You said you were going to take me out on a date. You didn't take me on a date. You low-key came here and cracked my goonies down, and then you just going to leave like I'm a $2 hoe? Oh, yeah, no, you're blocked. So, I block him. I don't hear from him for the whole weekend. We go like forever or whatever. We go like forever and some time without speaking or whatever. So fast forward. Escobar called. This might have been like 2 or 3 months had passed at this point. Like, we coming up on a year of us knowing each other. So Escobar ends up like messaging me on Snapchat like, did you block me? And I'm like, yeah, I blocked you. So he was like, no, excuse me. He called me from his iPad on FaceTime. He was like, did you block me? And I was like, yes, I did block you because you ended up going to that bonfire after you cracked my coochie like I was a $2 hoe. Like, yeah, no, bump you. So he was like, it wasn't even like that. Like, it was homecoming, yada yada yada. Like, the bros wanted me to come out. Whoopty. So like, Escobar wants me to like believe like this elaborate, like, you know, the boys wanted me, they needed me, I had to go, mommy. So I'm like, okay, cool, Escobar, like, whatever. Mind you, I was not even pressed. Like, I was not even pressed, y'all, for real. Like, I feel like it was just my hormones, like really raging. Because at this time, like, I'm heavy on my hormones. I'm super hormonal. Like, 1 minute I'm good, next minute I'm ready to tear down a fucking building. Like, I was just really going through it with my transition. Like, with my hormones being all over the place. And plus, like, I was, like, low-key, like, in the middle of, like, finding my self-worth, like, of who I am and everything. So, I just started kind of feeling, like, less and less wanting to be sneaky links. And I was really, like, craving a male, like having a boyfriend all to myself. But I had knew, due to like the circumstances that me and Escobar had already set from the beginning, that me expecting him to treat me like as a person to have a relationship with was pretty much like, that was pretty much a dub. Because like, I feel like men, once you introduce them to a certain lifestyle, it's really hard for them to see you in a different light. And I don't think that Escobar didn't have like respect for me, because he definitely did. He always treated me with the utmost respect. It was just more so like we were friends with benefits, and that's all we ever were. And no matter how much I did like him at the time, it didn't matter, because it was going to always be just sexual favors at this point. But I wasn't mad at the sexual favors either. Like, girl, I mean, she run those up. So it was like, you know, it was the bros, like da 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 da. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So this particular time, he was like, well, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be, you know, pulling up or whatever in the next week or so, because it's gonna be, I have death in the family, and I have a funeral to go to on Saturday, and you know, it's just really emotional, X, Y, and Z. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences to you and your family. Whole time, I also had a death going on as well in my family, but I didn't mirror the two together, because I'm like, oh, like, you know, people die every day. Like, I'm not just gonna just sit here and be like, oh, you know, it's automatically like, I'm not a shallow person like that. When somebody tell me somebody died in their family, I'm like, my condolences or whatever. Because he was like, yeah, like, this is like somebody I call family, like, this is my family, da 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 da, like, I got death in the family. So I'm like, okay, cool. So he pulls up, and he was like, can I come? So he's like, can I come see you? You know, because the funeral's Saturday. I just want to see you on Friday or whatever. So he pulls up Friday. He sees me. He's like, you know, acting like we don't have to have sex. But I'm like, Escobar, pull those pants down. We're about to get it cracking, boo. So we get it cracking, per usual. It was good, per usual. You know what I'm saying? Ate me off the bone, left to right. Literally running up the bed. Thanks. So after that, we're like laying in the bed, you know what I'm saying? We're huffing and puffing. And at this point, he did spend the night. He knew not to leave this time, because I was like, boo, if you leave my house this time, baby, you're good. It's gone. Block. Don't ever call this phone ever again. After we like had sex or whatever, we're laying in the bed and we're talking. And he's like, yeah, because like I'm experiencing death in the family. Like, this family member was really close to me. Like, he's going on and on and on. He's like, the service is on Saturday. So as he's saying that, I'm just thinking to myself, the service Saturday. Interesting. The service is Saturday. You know what? It's crazy. And I'm sitting there saying it. He's like, yeah, service Saturday. So I'm asking him, like, where's the funeral? Is it like Greensboro, like Charlotte? Like, where's the funeral? He's like, oh no, the funeral in Winston. So I'm like, oh, really? Mind you, I had just talked to my mom earlier that day, and she was telling me like that my uncle's funeral was Saturday in Winston. So I'm like, oh. So I'm like, what was your family member that died name? What was their name? And he was like, oh, their name was yada yada yada. He said my uncle's name. I'm like, you're bugging. You're not talking about da 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 da. So I'm naming all my cousins. I'm naming everybody. I'm like, no way. So I'm like, so we cousins? No. We cousins? Cause see, because why would you, I was in shock. I'm like, no, we're literally cousins. He's like, no. Like, it's not really like my blood family. Like, I just call them family. Like, so I'm going through like everybody that he know. Like, I'm going through my uncle's grandkids and this person, that person. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I never seen this man in my high school. I never seen this man in any of the family functions. And apparently, we have been in close proximity to one another. Girl. So at that point, I'm like, we cousins. And he's like, no, we're not actually cousins. Like, we're not blood cousins. But I'm like, no, because you call them cousins. So it's like, we're practically cousins. We're not really blood cousins. But technically, you know how your mama be like, oh, that's one thing I hate about black people. Black people, we love to be like, oh, that's your auntie, that's your cousin, that's your uncle, that's your people. And the whole time, that's just your mama friend. But that's what this situation was. But now I feel weird because technically we would be cousins. He didn't want me to tell y'all that part, but we cousins. Then he would text me or hit my phone up. I'd be like, hey, cuz, like, because I'm just sick in the head like that. Now, if the follow-up question is, did I continue sleeping with him after the fact. I think we messed around one time, but we kind of like fell out for real, for real. He came and saw me one weekend and he had bought a new car and he was showing me his car and we went on a ride and he was literally, while he was driving up and down the street, and at that point I just knew that he was too freaked out for me. I was like, yeah, like at this point, like I really want to be valued as a woman. I really would like someone to, I would like to be somebody's wife one day, and these activities are not aligning with my higher self, so I'm gonna have to politely take a step back. Plus I think at the time I started focusing more on like my ex, and he actually ended up having a girlfriend, I think, at the time. I went to the funeral. I did not see him at the funeral, so I'm like I never see this man outside of my bedroom. I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, is he a real person? Does he exist? Is he just a background character in life? I don't know. Like, what's going on? And I did not finish my makeup. How did I finish the story without finishing my makeup? I mean, all I gotta do is put on lashes. But hold on, let me put my lashes on and then we'll conclude the story. Okay, makeup is done. We did a little lash and we did a little lippy. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling cute. I'm feeling muy bonita. You know what I'm saying? The drink is actually touching my body, so everything feels like I'm feeling myself. But long story short, all I'm gonna say is make sure that's not your cousin. Go ask your uncles. Go ask your cousins. Go ask everybody. Like, hey, do anybody know this man? Because he's been munching on me. Do anybody know him? Hello? Going once, going twice. Oh, that's Ray Ray little cousin? I know. But you know what I'm saying? We're not, like I said, y'all, all jokes aside, we're really not cousins. But it's like, we're play cousins, so I feel like you're my cousin. And now I don't feel comfortable doing it. I take you to the family function. They like, oh, that's Ray Ray little nephew. And y'all dating now? No, If you enjoyed this story, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Girl, I'm here for you. And I'm trying to be here for you more consistently. Month of December, we're moving intentionally. We're doing things that we never done. And what I never do, make a video and post it. What I ain't never do, take myself on a self date. So I'm taking myself on a self date. So I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy my date. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you like the video. We're on the road to 1 mil. 1 million, a million here, a million there. Sister Lamb, with long hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my drink. I'm feeling my makeup. And now I'm about to go feel this food. Thank y'all. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Brought my hips and make it wiggle, make it wiggle, make it wiggle, make it wiggle.